Well, I sure do love patterning ideas for cosplays I won't make in another few years. Uh, just figuring out what I have to do for that. Patterning a shirt, having no idea how to make a shirt, just vague ideas. This probably isn't even correct. But I do know that there's 3 pin tucks, and gotta like straight stitch down them and then do another pin tuck and then straight stitch down. I do know that I want to have a very long half an inch piece of very long like half inch in length, half inch in width. Yeah, half inch in width and like the length. Then do several pleats and then put the pleats over here and lay it down on top of this at the edge of the pin tucks and this extra bit, and then straight stitch down it, and then you know how there'll be like a loose bit here. Well, there's gonna be like seam allowance here, and then I'm just going to fold it. Okay, so seam allowance, then just fold it, and then stitch. So when it stitches, this will be folded in on itself, and it'll be like the small it'll be like the pleats, and then the small round bit, and then here it'll be there, and then there's gonna be the buttonholes, you know. And for these, this is like the top half of the sleeve. Don't even get me started on the cuff. I still got to figure that out. And then the ruffles on the... Oh, I know. It ends in ruffles. Okay, so it'll end in ruffles. Okay, so... The cuff will be separate. Okay, so it's like... Yeah, just like... I'm drawing through the camera and this... And then the cuff will be separate because it needs to have... Like, it needs to be like... Since it's like weird, and it will be like over itself and also buttoned. And then I will just pull this through, and then you pull the puffiness out from underneath the cuff, so the cuff will need to be fitted to my arm, right? Yeah. So, this is just ideas I have for a Venti cosplay I will not be able to make in, like, several years because I'm still growing. I'm 15, I'm 5 foot, I still gotta, figure stuff out, learn how to actually sew, since this is going to be very tailored to me. This general idea for the thing. I don't even know if this is how you properly pattern shirts, honestly. It might be more like this. And then it's like... I don't know how I'm gonna do the pin tucks here, because I know sleeves, they gotta have like a sharp. So do I just have it like this, and then the 3 pin tucks here, like that? I think like that. So yeah. Because I do know that, like, although I love having a Venti cosplay, it just will feel a lot more rewarding because, you know, my husband, I spend a lot of money on my husband. It will feel a lot more rewarding if I actually make the cosplay myself. You know? Like, I gotta figure it out. Because I know I want the pin tucks to go all the way down. I want to have this, like, at least a little bit loose. And I do want the corset to be, like, the drawing I did in between. Like, I do want this to be one piece, but since there is, like, a backside, I didn't know that stays had little stomachers where it's like, you have a stay, right? But you also have, where is it like this, right? And it's like, but you also have this thing, it's called a stomacher. A stomacher. And the stomacher goes behind the stays. So it's like, and then it's like, the stays are here. Right? And then it's like, do. But you still have the stomacher here behind it. So I think I might just do this. But if I can't get that to work out, I do have a plan here. So I'll have a piece of fabric here, and the key is not bra clasps. I learned that they're hook and eyes. So I'll just have the hooks and eyes here, and then I'll just clip them on. I'll just hook it on, and then when it's hooked on, I'll then tighten the, lace it, like tighten the lace, right? I learned that I gotta do the bunny ear method, you know, and I do want to have like structural bones here, you know, a lot of bones because, you know, I like to have a very nice silhouette, right? And like, I'm thinking of hiding it with a cover on the front where it's attached to one piece, where the boning is attached to one piece, and it's sewn directly to the backing, and I add the front later, and it'll actually be better to add the front later, because then I can just finish it up around, I can just finish it up here, and then just hand stitch around the bias tape, right? And yeah, this will work. I think this will work. This, I know I gotta put the note here. Sarah space man. It's strawberry. Miku. Yeah, I referenced the strawberry Miku for this. I need to also put, Bernadette. Bernadette Banner. These are the references, so I can return to them when I'm older and have free time and an apartment or space. Let's see what I have here. At least ideas to hide grommets. Cut 3 pieces of the part that goes in the put grommets on the bottom. Hooks. I can't understand any of these, so oh yeah, and the grommets need to be hidden. That is very important. It's very important that the grommets are hidden. So they're going to be on the underside. Okay, so this is going to be a two-piece corset. A 2-piece corset. Structure and fashion. Okay, so the structural layer, and then I'm going to attach the outside over it. It might be bag lined. Okay. We can ignore that. It's pretty perspective, but... And then for this, I saw a video of Bernadette. Bernadette tailoring the coat. That's where I learned how to properly do lapels. And so basically you roll it around your finger. You roll the lapel over the finger, and then once you roll the lapel over the finger, you sew it down with a pad stitch, I think. The important part is to sew it while it's curved. I'm going to add a structure layer, probably. Okay, so structure. Maybe horsehair. That'd probably be expensive, but worth it. But like, okay, so yeah. I just drew this vague shape because I was looking at Venti from a different angle, from like, you know, below, trying to understand the jacket, right? So, yeah, and then we're back to this madness. I forgot what these things are called, but I know that there's like ones where it's like, you know, and I know that there's detachable collars. Might do that, but I definitely need this for neck. Yeah, pretty confident. Yeah, these are just rough ideas.